Right, let's now take a trip down memory lane. The attempted coup of 1982 that sought to dislodge former President Daniel Moi from power brought immediate and drastic changes in Kenya's governance systems.
The stark contrast between the pre-coup and post-coup leadership styles across both the public and private sectors had such a deep impact on Kenya's social fabric. The effects continue to unfold today.
KTN's Fredo Mulo takes a look at how the coup reshaped President Moi's governance.
It all began when a poorly organized group of Air Force officers announced to Kenya and the world at large that they had toppled Moi's government.
Hamjambo wananchi, mimi ni Leonard Mambo Motela, hii ni sauti ya Kenya. Nawafahamisha kwamba serikali ya mzee Daniel Moi imepinduliwa, na hapa nilipo niko na bwana Zakaya Uchuka na viongozi wengine. Kwa hivyo anasema ya kwamba tulie majumbani, kila mtu akae majumbani, mahabusu wote wafunguliwe na polisi ni raia.
A few hours later, their fortunes were reversed as sections of the military refused to join their insurrection and fought them back.
Yale yaliyotokea leo asubuhi kwa muda mfupi imeletea wananchi wasiwasi mwingi.
An event that took less than 3 hours would unleash consequences that last to this day.
Might have led him to realize that the people who are opposing him to succeed Kenyatta in the mid-1970s were actually almost taking away power from him.
The rather cautious and populist president weighed his options and realized that the number of enemies who wanted him out of office were legion. Predictably, he moved to close all loopholes, dispersing his influence through every nook and cranny of public life.
Whereas Kenyatta was what we have described as a prince type of personal ruler who would allow clients to compete for his patronage. Moi was what we may describe as a tyrant kind of personal ruler who was not giving space for alternative competition.
One of the side effects of this consolidation was the opening of the Nyayo House torture chambers in the heart of Nairobi. An increasingly paranoid regime moved to stamp out all dissent and resorted to torture as a means of forcing political dissidents to toe the line.
Tortured, I was subjected to torture, beatings, denial of food, denial of sleep, and being kept in metal-locked rooms for hours and days.
The sea change in how government conducted business affected two key institutions, KANU and Parliament. As a result of the repression, the push for change to the constitution began and was only fulfilled 3 years ago, christened the Second Liberation. However, the tendency to lapse into the bad habits of the past has never been too far from subsequent presidents.
It goes with psychopathy as well, and we also see this playing out in the current government, more or less the same way it was being played out in 1982, especially after the coup.
I'm requesting President Uhuru not to repeat mistakes of the KANU regimes that were there.
Today, Kenya marches forward with the hope that its dark past will fade into history. A past that left numerous wounds and scars in the bodies, hearts and minds of many.